Oh, that thing sounds perfect. There's something you guys might consider. A set of custom built exhaust pipes. These ones aren't coated. These are just raw steel. But normally we'll either ceramic coat them or wrap them with exhaust wrap. Exhaust wrap keeps a lot of the heat down. It won't burn your legs and leave skin on it. It still gets warm, but you know, not nearly as warm as just bare metal. But these sound right, and they're not that much more than a set of Vance & Hines pipes. Simple exhaust like this usually starts at $750. That's just wrapped. Includes the wrap, all the installation, all the parts, everything. Something you might consider if you're doing that is either a Fuel Pack 3 or a Thundermax tuner, depending on where you're going with your motor work. This one has a Thundermax tuner. And you can see, let's see if we can get in there. Yep.
Much bigger O2 sensors than the 12 mils that come on these.
So new O2 sensor bungs, and that runs all the way back. Totally replaces your ECM. Fuel Pack 3 is a plug-in, and you control it from your phone. And you can go all the way to cams with the Fuel Pack 3, Thundermax, or Power Vision from Dynajet are what you need if you're going to be changing compression ratios, or porting the heads, changing displacement, that kind of thing. Doing full motor builds is something we do all the time. I mean, all the time. Bumping them up to 106, 107 on these 103s, rebuilding the Evos, adding tons of power. We do crate motors and all that kinds of stuff. Usually turnaround on that is about 2 weeks, you know, including porting the heads and everything. So you don't have to go that far though. You can start with an intake and exhaust, doing some cams. That's going to be adequate for a lot of people that don't ride hard. But people that ride hard, you definitely need to get more power out of these 103s and the 96s and the 88s and the 107s, the brand new motors. Fuel Moto has a 120 kit that is just fantastic, putting out 135 foot-pounds of torque, not ported heads, just awesome motor. And you got all that extra power from having the extra valves in that new motor. Check this out. Velocity stack. And this one can run a filter. A nice foam filter, put a little oil on it. And this has breather bolts for this bracket. There's lots of different breather setups. And I prefer, this is my bike, I prefer to have the oily air vented out into the atmosphere. And then, you know, it's a lot easier to clean off the side of the bike than it is to, you know, clean it out of your motor. This thing's not a diesel. It's not meant to run oil. So I like venting it out and not back into the air cleaner. The stock intakes and a lot of the aftermarket intakes vent them right back into the air that your motor is breathing. And that's no good for me. And powder coat. We can change the color on your motor. Just change little highlights like this. Obviously this one's red. We can black stuff out. Or if you have a blacked out motor and you want to change that color, we can get that changed too. And all this stuff isn't crazy expensive. Just doing intake and exhaust, great start. Cams as well, isn't going to break the bank. But if you really want to go crazy, we can do left side Timken bearing, brand new crank, or fully rebuilt crank that's pinned and welded and balanced by Dark Horse. Dark Horse Crankworks does all of our crazy crank work, or cranks, and those things are bulletproof and they have zero run out and they're fabulous. This is definitely an option, and if you guys hustle, this could be done for Christmas.